What's up, everybody? Chris here from Bold Canyon Outdoors, and we just added another vehicle to put to use here on the farm. Say hello to the 2023 Kawasaki Mule SX FI 4x4. So it is four-wheel drive, it's gas-powered, it's nice and narrow and small. We looked at a few different models of like a smaller four-wheel drive side-by-side. We settled on this one because honestly, it's about the size of a golf cart. It's got a 401cc engine in it, got plenty of power for what we need. It's got a nice dump bed in the back. You can put a ton of weight in. You know, it goes about 25 miles an hour. It's four-wheel drive, has a locking center differential, automatic transmission. I mean, it is a nice little setup. Got headlights, high beams, low beams, tail lights, and now I get to build it. Now we get to add a few things to it. We're gonna kind of modify it, make it a little bit better for use around the farm. So come along, we're gonna get a few things installed today and go over what the plan is so far for the new Kawasaki Mule. All right, let me show you what we're going to be working with today. First off, in this box right here is a cab roof for it. So it's going to keep us out of the elements. It's going to be a nice ABS plastic roof going to go on top of the roll cage there. And to go along with that, we've got this really nice high-vis rear view mirror. We're going to put that on. And then, of course, we've got the OpenRoad 4,500-pound winch. Now, unfortunately for the winch, we don't have the mount plate yet. So that's going to be here later on this week, and we'll do another install video on that and kind of show it how it works and things like that. The fourth thing that we've got going to get started is a windscreen. That too has not been delivered yet. So today we're going to put on the roof and we're going to put on the rear view mirror. So let's get started. Now I'm going to put links down below on where you can find all these parts for your Kawasaki Mule. We'll get started here. So this is the rear view mirror, and you can see it's got two mount points here. It comes with some rubber isolators, these bar mounts, because it's actually going to mount on the front bar, and then it's going to be suspended between these two mounts, so you'll be able to have lots of view out the back. So we're going to get that in, and then we've got the roof. And I'll dig into this box and show you what's in here. All right, there's one side, the other side, and a package of hardware, instructions, everything we need to know to get that roof up on the cab. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to install the rear view mirror. That way it's up, installed, and then we can set the roof down on top of it. We won't have to worry about accessing the bar once we get the roof on. So let's get started with that. All right, excuse the weird angle here, but the rear view mirror is actually really simple. You have these two clamps that go around the bar. Included with the rear view mirror are these rubber isolators that will wrap around to keep it from rattling and make it fit better, associated hardware, and little adjuster knobs. I found the right size one for this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this little Allen screw and we'll put this one on. There you go, and like I said, you don't want it on tight because you're gonna wanna be able to adjust it up and down and maybe a little bit side to side depending on where you have it mounted. So we got the first one on finger tight. Now I'll put the second one on finger tight. Now we can kind of move these guys around. We'll get the mirror in place, put the screws in for the mirror, and we are good to go. Scoot that out a little bit. Now the mirror comes with these nice manual like finger screws here, so you don't have to use another tool. So we'll put a washer on that. Set this side up in place. And get that finger tight. We'll adjust this in a little bit. And we'll put the other knob in. Now you can see it can slide up and down, so you can adjust it in just about every direction. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down like this, so I have the most clearance for the roof. Put the mirror in and adjust it up a little bit. Perfect. All right, let me get everything tightened down, and we should be good to go. All right, with the rearview mirror in place, now we're going to go ahead and put the roof on. Now the roof comes with a set of instructions, some camper tape. It's got two of these parts for the top, or right and the left. You can see they bolt together along the bottom, so it comes with all the hardware to assemble it, plus clamps to put it on and attach it to the roll bar. So we're going to go ahead and grab the instructions and get this thing assembled and have it put on. All right, the first step in assembly is to put the two halves together. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a piece of the supplied camper tape right along this edge here to keep any sort of raindrops out, anything like that. And then we have a whole slew of 10mm nuts and bolts. We're going to put them in all these holes right here and get this assembled into one piece. All right, once the camper tape is on, then we can start putting together all these little 10mm nuts and bolts. Now you'll notice the washers on them actually have a rubber grommet on one side. So that's just additional little add-ons to keep water out and keep everything fitting nice and snug. From the top, you want to put a nut through one of the grommeted washers, and it's going to go right through. Then a flat washer, and the nut goes on the other side. All right, now I'm going to do that about 20 more times, and then I'll flip it upright, get everything tightened down, and then we're ready to mount it on top of the cab. All right, with the two halves assembled and tightened down, we are ready to set it on top of the cab of the mule. And there we go. Now we just got to get the clamps done, get it clamped to the roll bar, and we're rocking and rolling. For the final assembly of the top up on top of the roll cage, you can see we've got the two holes right here that are going through the roll cage here. So you're going to have a clamp like this that's going to hold it onto the roll cage, a spacer between the roll cage and the top, and some hardware. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these screws and washers down from the top, and we'll make sure that spacer goes in there here. Which rests on the roll bar. And then of course the clamp right here and attached with the hardware. So now I just need to get it all assembled. Now first I'll put all these on finger tight, then I'll get it all centered and adjusted, and we'll get it tightened down, and we are good to go. All right, 3 more of those and we'll show you the finished product. Once all 4 roof clamps are in place, finger tight, you can go ahead and tighten them all up. It's going to suck everything down into place and be nice and tight on the roof. So we'll get this last one tightened up here. All right, guys, there you have it. So that is the brand new Kawasaki Mule SX4x4 that we're using around here on the property. And we just installed the new rearview mirror and the roof because, you know, we do get some rainy days, plus it's good for those sunny days too, to keep the sun off your face. Like I said, we've got the windscreen coming. We've got the winch plate on the way so we can put the OpenRoad winch on. So stay tuned. I've got more videos to come with this one. But hey, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely leave them below. Be glad to hear from you. But for now, this is Chris signing off for Bull Canyon Outdoors. Happy trails, everybody.